Hi guys, I'm back again for the weekly oracle reading. For those of you who are just tuning in, welcome. I'm Anne, and in this video I'm going to be giving a general love reading focusing on divine counterparts, that's soulmates, twin flames, twin rays, and anybody that you're connected to romantically. Please stay tuned and watch. I'm sure there's a message for you. Okay, I've dealt the cards using two decks. Divine masculine, divine feminine. Take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. Basically, it's generalized for the collective, the soul connection collective. So everybody has different situations, so keep that in mind. Okay, so the first card we got for divine masculine, moon in Scorpio, a change in your emotional life, transformation. Very beautiful card. And you know what, it represents a lot what the masculines are doing right now. Divine masculine is transforming. There's been a lot of shifts, there's been a lot of energy changes, and like a lot of things has been going on that, sometimes we don't see things until we see things, if that makes sense. Sometimes you're going through it and then you know it, but then all of a sudden something just takes you by storm and you're like, wow, I didn't even realize that, because it's part of the transformation. So if your divine masculine inside of you, or that your divine masculine partner basically is going through something, you'll know it. You'll know it right off the bat. You don't have to think about it. You know that there's a change happening, and it comes from internally inside you. So pay attention to that. Don't look at things so drastically if it's not going your way, because a lot of times when there's a transformation happening with either you or your divine counterpart, you're going to find that it's relating to you. It's affecting you. You can feel it. Or if you're, not yet in a relationship but you're searching, you are transforming. So this is something to do with you. So if you're not in a relationship, I should have rephrased that from the beginning. If you're not in a relationship, divine masculine, divine feminine lives inside of you. So remember that. Keep that in mind. Everybody is different. The next card, Archangel Michael, truth. As you can see, there's a lot of different meanings. I love these cards. They're so cool. So Archangel Michael is telling us, there's a truth behind all of this, and you know what? It's protection. It's a lot to do with it says clarity. So you're getting a little bit more of insight of seeing things better, not necessarily in a drastic way, but it's kind of like, hey, I understand it now. I know what this means. This is not something that's my imagination, and that is so true for everybody. Everybody is different. Remember, everybody has their own way of life, and you know what? When your partner or the person in your life, your person of interest, is not responding to you, you kind of like look at this as like, okay, this is a drastic situation. I'm seeing it for what it is, but I know that there's something more beyond it, so I have to pay attention to it. Everybody has like a little bit of a radar, knowing what they need to do, and you have to pay attention to that. Pay attention to what your intuition says. Your intuition is within you. Okay, I can't tell you how to pay attention to your intuition. I just tell you to pay attention to what your gut says, kind of like, what's going to happen, you feel it. And that's part of what is happening with the divine masculines. It's a transformation. Eclipse in Capricorn, rejuvenate, success, new direction. So this card is showing us that divine masculines are taking a new direction. This is interesting because we've been seeing like shifts, but we haven't been seeing like changes, like drastic changes. It's like there's something about to happen. And reevaluate success. Sorry, I misread that. Reevaluate success. That means one thing. We have to look at going over something. Starting over again. It's a new direction. Maybe you haven't noticed it. See, this is definitely talking about what I was saying from the beginning, the transformation and paying attention and seeing things differently. Like you kind of like see things in a way where, hey, I didn't notice that before. Maybe I should have been, keeping my eye open. And that's very true, because you're not. You're basically, distracted. A lot of times we get distracted by different things. I can't pronounce this archangel, but I will say spiritual development, law of attraction, and study. Okay, so right there, attracting positivity, positive energy. It's something you need to do when you're taking a new direction. You have to go in there optimistically. As you could see, these two cards, they really mean a lot together. And when you put them together, you realize that, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going into a new direction, looking at things differently, but I have to go optimistically. I have to keep my mind open. realize what is happening. Like if that person isn't responding to you, stop blowing up their phone, or stop texting them, stop doing what you're doing, and start like refresh, maybe taking a step back away from it, or maybe doing the opposite. Maybe you need to take a step forward and, not blow up the phone, but, take the initiative. So everybody has their own way of doing things. This is like a new direction that you need to do. So maybe there's something you want to say to him or her. Now is the time to do it. It's kind of like you want to just reach out to that person, in a sense. Maybe, you could, send a text, or you could, DM, or however you want to do it. I mean, this is a direct message to you because you're watching this. So, however it comes to you. Divine Feminines, Moon in Pisces, wonder, follow your dreams. Now, this is important, guys, really important. Now, the moon is very spiritual, when it comes, in Pisces. It's just like the most psychic, spiritual sign. Also moon in Scorpio. Okay, we're not going to talk about Scorpio so much, but Pisces, this is interesting because Divine Feminines now can see things a little bit differently because they are following their dreams. Maybe they haven't been, like really showing themselves. They've been really like in a hiding sense. And that's important for Divine Feminines in order to get, together with their divine counterpart. They need to, put that energy out that they're moving, they're changing, they're following their dreams. You can't just sit around and say, okay, my dreams is going to come to me, it's just going to happen. No, you have to follow your dreams. That's what the word follow your dreams means, that phrase. Okay, not just sit around and just wait for it, and however that means to you. Hathor, celebration, rejuvenation, gratitude. And having gratitude is a really, really important factor when it comes to any relationship, good or bad. Seriously, I know it's like, well, I had a bad breakup. Well, maybe you had a bad breakup because you needed to, learn a valuable lesson. Yeah, sometimes we have to go through them. Yeah, I hate to say it, we do. And you know what? If you had a bad breakup, put it up behind you and just move on. Start all over again, because what you're doing right now is you're at a stalemate if you're just, keeping yourself, how could I say, dwelling on it. If it's something that is a spiritual connection, you'll know it. If it's not, you'll know it. So do what you feel in your heart. Move on from whatever it is. If it is a spiritual connection, or if it is just a bad breakup, move on from that energy. Let go of it. Let go of that feeling and focus on, what's important, especially now with the holidays. That's why I'm here in my living room. I'm in Ohio, by the way. A lot of you guys, I was in, Florida, so it was temporary. So here I'm back home. And you know what? That's good. Having gratitude. I'm very grateful. So that's where you need to just keep that energy flowing. You're focusing on, having love in your heart, because love is what attracts all types of love. Moon in Aries, new beginnings. Another very important card for Divine Feminines. Yes, because if you're right now, not taking that leap of faith, and it says that on the top, leap of faith, you're not focusing on your dreams. Guys, look, focus on your dreams, new beginnings, focus on them. You have to go and get it. You have to be the one. If you're not doing it, no one's going to do it for you. And you have to just grab onto it. It's really important. Archangel Ariel, death and rebirth, life changes, transformation. Okay, here we got Divine Feminines going through the transformation. So there's going to be some big changes happening. Right now we're not yet at the end of the year, but we're coming close. Next week is, or the following week, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's next week. The winter / spring solstice, spring, summer solstice. Where am I going, right? I'm just excited because I have a lot of events and things going on this month. As many of you may know what's going on in my life. It's exciting. So you have to get excited about it. Not just, oh, here we go again. And you know what? It's just, it's not fun. It's just the same thing over and over again. Here we go with another year. No. Yeah, we can look at it like that. I mean, yeah, I get my moments too. And you know what? I say, would I rather be excited and happy and have that little glowy feeling inside your you're kind of like you're like right here. You can just feel it. It's in your solar plexus, your heart center, just like all over. You can feel it. But if you're constantly looking at the glass half empty, you're never going to see it. So that's where the life changes happen, and that's why you have to change your life. And as many of you know, it's not easy, but you do it. You've made these changes. Sometimes they're not comfortable, but when you do it, you're going to see how love is going to come back into your life. So that person, whatever they're doing, whatever they're going through, it's a life change. Divine feminines can feel it, that they're changing their life, they're changing around things. And that could be both for divine masculine too, because we saw, transformation. It's exciting because they're both going through almost the same thing. We've seen that in a couple of readings. It's like very comparable. It's like, I don't see that all the time. It's usually one perspective and another perspective, so that we can get like the different messages and the different meanings. But I'm seeing a lot of the same energy, the same patterns. So 2022 is going to be interesting. This is not a reading about 2022. I will probably do more on that in the coming weeks, but there's definitely something to be excited about. And I'm excited. It's just, you have to just embrace it. You have to just focus on it. So I hope that this reading resonated with you. If it didn't, please visit it again, because sometimes you're not, open to the messages because for whatever's going on in your life. And watch it over again, or take some notes, and maybe you can like look at the notes later, because these readings are not meant to tell you what to do, but more of like to help you, empower the messages so that you can take them, so you can use them for your highest good towards, your love relationship, because love is what conquers, all that is around us. Also, if you'd like to get your own personalized reading, I should have said that at the start, I do offer phone, chat, and email readings. The links are down below in the description area. Someone mentioned this to me earlier. Sometimes when you're looking at this on your phone, you can't see the links. So there's like a little button there that you have to press, or you can just like, I mean, it's not in the comments area, but it's in the description area. So on the mobile phone, I'm just going to explain, you have to just like find it, or you just email me or some way, I mean, I will try to put a button somewhere if I can. That's my ring. So it just goes off when someone passes by. Okay, guys. So I just want to say thank you all for reaching out to me. You guys are all a blessing to me. I love doing these videos. I'm going to continue no matter what, Lord willing. And, thank you guys all for reaching out to me. I'm also on Instagram. If some of you are following me, reach out to me, say hi, or, shoot me in, text or whatever. I love talking to you guys. I know I'm busy and everything, but I always love, talking. Yeah. So, until next time, God be with you all. Namaste.